The crack came before the pain. A dry sound, like ice breaking inside my arm. I stared at the cranberry sauce trembling in its bowl while his fingers tightened. Deliberate, corrective. My father-in-law didn't raise his voice. He never did. Control was his religion. That's for spilling water. The slap landed after. Not hard, precise. A reminder. Around the table, porcelain slid hand to hand. Gravy passed. Someone laughed too late. No one looked at me. Christmas lights blinked like they were keeping time. I tasted metal and swallowed it. Then the chair scraped. My mother stood up. Slow. Careful. Like she was stepping onto a stage she'd memorized in her sleep. "Old man," she said, calm as snowfall. "Should I show them what you did last night? Or do you want to sit back down?" The room died. No forks, no breath. Even the lights seemed to hesitate. He released my arm. His hand lingered in the air, confused, as if it had forgotten what it was made for. I didn't look at him. I watched my mother. Her hands were steady. Her eyes were not. That was the moment everything I thought I knew quietly rearranged itself. Later, in the bathroom, I ran cold water over my wrist. The skin was already blooming purple, a slow confession. I pressed until it hurt worse. Pain kept things honest. I'd married into this house thinking cruelty had rules, thinking it wore suits and waited for permission. I told myself his temper was just tradition, that my silence was maturity. Denial is a skill you sharpen when you love people who hurt you. I caught my reflection. Red mark on my cheek. Jaw tight. Perfect posture. No tears. I remembered how he'd smiled at dinner the night before. How he'd insisted on pouring my mother wine himself. How she hadn't drunk it. Tiny details. Harmless alone. Poison when combined. My phone buzzed. A message from my wife. Ignore him. Don't start anything tonight. I deleted it. That night, after everyone slept, I replayed the sounds in my head. The crack. The chair. My mother's voice. Especially that last part. Last night, I started watching instead of reacting. The way he locked doors twice. The way my mother avoided mirrors. The way my wife defended him too quickly, like she was rehearsed. I checked phone records. Not messages. Patterns. Midnight calls. 30 seconds. Always erased. I copied them. I didn't confront anyone. I laughed when expected. Ate when told. Let my arm heal crooked. Strategy requires patience. Rage wants applause. 3 days later, I found the old tablet in the garage. The one he said was broken. It wasn't. It still remembered everything. I sat on the concrete floor, dust on my knees, scrolling through truths that didn't need interpretation. Photos. Voice notes. A video time-stamped last night. I didn't feel shock, just relief. Now I knew why my mother stood up. I locked the screen. Stood. And for the first time since the crack, I smiled. I waited for Christmas dinner to finish itself. Plates cleared. Smiles stapled on. My arm throbbed quietly, like it was counting down. I watched him the way you watch a loaded gun. Never directly. Never casually. When dessert came out, I stood. Not dramatic. Just finished. "I think we should all see something," I said. My voice surprised them. Calm. Flat. Like a receipt being read. He laughed. Too fast. My wife shot me a warning look. My mother didn't move. She already knew the shape of what was coming. I connected the tablet to the TV. No speeches. No accusations. Just evidence. The video started without sound at first. Night vision green. The guest room. My mother's face in the corner of the frame. Bruised shadows under her eyes. Him stepping into view, adjusting his belt like it was nothing. Someone gasped. I didn't look to see who. The sound kicked in. His voice, low, familiar, practiced. Don't make me repeat myself. My wife stood up halfway, then sat back down like gravity had increased. He reached for the remote. I unplugged it. "You said last night didn't matter," I said, still not looking at him. "You said no one would ever believe her." The room was frozen in a different way now. Not shock, recognition. My mother finally spoke. "I stayed because I thought silence kept us safe," she said. "Turns out it just trained you." He didn't deny it. Men like him only deny when there's still an audience to win. He looked at me instead. You think this changes anything? He asked. I met his eyes for the first time that night. Yes. I handed my wife a folder. Phone records, dates, medical reports, a resignation letter already written. For him. The board meeting scheduled. His name circled in red. I'd sent copies that morning. Control isn't loud. It's prepared. He sat down slowly. Smaller now, like a man discovering gravity mid-fall. I turned to my mother. Your bags are in the car, I said. You're coming with me. She nodded. No tears. Just a breath she'd been holding for decades. At the door, my wife called my name. I didn't turn around. Some betrayals don't deserve closure. They deserve distance. Outside, the cold hit clean and sharp. Honest. As I helped my mother into the passenger seat, I felt it. The quiet click of something ending. Not rage, not victory. Freedom. The crack in my arm would heal wrong. I was fine with that. Some breaks teach you exactly how strong you are once you stop pretending you're not.